Hello YouTube, let's learn about pagination in Bootstrap 4. So let's start with unordered list with specific class in this case, which will be, well, pagination, and we'll have a couple of li's or le's, what's the correct term? I don't know. Now these le's in this specific pagination case must be with the class, guess what? Page item, which is relatively similar to our last tutorial when we were learning about list groups. So we will also need to have one link here, and link will go to some, I don't know, abstract website here. We need to close it, classical HTML stuff, and the class will be, well, page link. And don't try to memorize these things, you have that in the documentation. I do know that in Bootstrap 4 a lot of things look similar, but you don't need to force yourself to learn every single detail because we have documentation and stuff. So this one will be previews. Let's just use this one li as yeah, well, I think that's cool as a template. So previews, and then this one will be like 2, and this down there will be 3, and this will be next. The thing is really not important here how you call it. It's important that you know what kind of class you need to use. So let me just, yeah, I think that's cool, and that font size is kinda nice. So yeah, something like this, I don't know. Okay, so let's go to our page, and there you go. This is really simple stuff, and we have this spacing here vertically because we have breaks from last tutorial here operational. Now here's the question: can we and how to make any of these, for example, numbers here active? Well, the thing is pretty much standard here. For example, for this number 3, or let me just have number 1 also here. Let me copy paste this line, because if I don't have number 1, somehow I feel really bad, like I'm not starting from what I need to start. So yeah, active, for example, number 2 will be active here, and when you save and refresh our page, yep, you have primary class, contextual primary class operational here. So here's the question: can we make it disabled? Because you probably wanna do that in one of your CMSs. You can just type disabled. Disable. Let's go to our page, and there you go. So you see there is a slight difference here. So this is kind of blue, this is blue, you can hover over it, and this too is like kind of silent, so that's not operational at the moment. Okay, so next question: what if you don't like size of it for some reason? Can you change it? Well, just go to primary UL class here and add pagination large or small or extra large, something like that. Pagination LG. Okay, let's see. So that's cool. If you don't have too much content on your page, you can fulfill it with common details, common things, right? So that works. Okay, let's now put our pagination, which is common thing, into center. For example, you are creating your own CMS, and most of the CMSs do have pagination in center, because, for example, for a news website, they have a lot of content, so you will have a lot of these numbers down there, and then it's logical just to put things into center. So let's do that. Let's just go to normal width size of our pagination, and the thing is that right here you need to add justify content center. Okay, let's say and refresh, and the thing work. So question is, will you use justify content right to put it right? Well, let's just test it. So if you type right, something weird will happen. Okay, it goes to left. Why? Because, well, Bootstrap has his own quirks, so you need to type not right here, but end. You know, don't ask me why. This is just Bootstrap 4 thing, so yeah, it's an end now. Now let's go to normal stuff, and that's pretty much the story of pagination. Now there is yet another thing, and that's breadcrumbs, so let's do that right here. I will just for simplicity delete this whole URL and create a new one with class, obviously breadcrumb, and I hope that I typed that right. Yeah, I think so. We will also have liaise with class, appropriate class here, which is breadcrumb item. So the analogy here is if you have primary class down there, you will have that class plus item. So that's kind of analogy, something like that. Okay, and let's have href here with link to some abstract website, and we need to close it. And what will be the title, I mean name? Let's say year here for posts, and the next level will be a month, and the next level will be day, for example half of the month, and the next level will be actual title of posts in your CMS, like how to do something like that. It's totally up to you. So save and refresh, and there you go. So it works. Now there is yet another thing that I wanna tell you. When you're creating these breadcrumbs, don't forget to have here just crumb and not s, because of course there is no such class. So when you type it, you will get something that will look like a breadcrumb, but it will be ugly. It will take a lot of space here, see? So that's kind of cool. Let's just go to simplicity, and here's the question: can we combine BG contextuals here, like success? Let's see what will happen. Okay, we can, but it's kind of ugly, so you need to experiment a little bit to get to that nice background, or even dark. Okay, yeah, I mean, but you get the point. You can even go to white, and then you will have just this case without any kind of borders if you need it. But let's just stick with default, because yeah, we're just saving our time, so who cares? Okay, so that's about it about pagination and breadcrumb kind of navigation. Really simple stuff. So I'm going to render, and as always, thank you for support, for subscription, and see you next tutorial.